but I've got a feeling I'm falling for nobody else but you. You caught my eye, and I've got a feeling I'm falling. Show me the ring and I'll jump right through. I used to.
Hi guys, welcome to my single player Javazon pit runner video. In this video I'll give you the basic rundown on a relatively cheap pit runner. First off, why do we run the pit? Well, it's a treasure class 85 area, meaning any item in the game can potentially drop from here, including juicy things like Tyrael's Might, Death's Web, or Crown of Ages for example. So let's get into the build. For skill points we're going to max Lightning Fury as our main attack. Lightning Strike is a synergy and Charge Strike is a synergy. Those are the only things I max in the Javelin tree, although a few extra points in Jab is something I've been enjoying but not necessary by any means. Under the passive and magic skills tree we're going to put 1 point into Critical Strike and Penetrate and Pierce. We'll also come back to Pierce when we get into the gear section. I put 1 point into each of the prerequisites for Valkyrie, which will be another skill worthy of maxing, but you don't have to. Alright, so now that we have our skills set up, we can move on to gameplay. And remember, there's a lot of preference and wiggle room when building the character. This is just the way I like to do it. We're going to use our Lightning Fury as the main room clearing nuke. It should take care of most of the non-lightning immunes with a few throws. We're going to always have Valkyrie summoned to tank and for extra damage. And then one of the more difficult encounters for this build in the pits is the lightning immune archers, especially if it's one of the boss packs. And dealing with the lightning immune archers is pretty simple in this case. You run up and you jab them. Jab works a lot like Zeal, and with a decent attack speed percentage, the Nightmare Mercenary with Might Aura should be able to put them down relatively quick, adding to your jab damage. If you find a group that's hitting you particularly hard, just go ahead and cast your decoy to grab their attention, and then start to move in with your merc so you can get your jabs going. And last but not least, we'll move on to the gear. I play on single player, so all of this gear is stuff I found myself. If you're on Battle.net, you probably won't have much trouble getting to where I'm at gear-wise, if not even more powerful, but I'm pretty content with the build, considering. My helmet is the Valkyrie wing, socketed with an to give me 2 to all skills and 15 all resist. There's plenty of options with helmets, so go with what feels right to you. Shaco would be another good option. Amulet, I use Cat's Eye for the increased attack speed and movement speed, which I find feels good in this setup. Also, a lot of other good options, especially if you like less mana starved builds or you want something with plus skills for extra damage. You could get Mana Leech. For armor, I'm using Duriel's Shell for resists, life increase, and can't be frozen. Also lots of other good options, especially if you're more interested in stacking Magic Find. For my weapon I use Titans. I feel it's a solid choice, giving +4 to the Javelin skills in total. If you find an Ethereal set, it's always nice because they replenish. However, if I find Thunderstroke, I'll probably switch up. The shield I'm using is a rune word, Sanctuary, and a dragon shield. The runes are Ko, Mal. For the resists and the 250 to defense to range attacks, it's pretty nice for the pit archers, but once again, there's lots of good options. Boots are just some rare resist boots with 20% magic find. The gloves I use Laying of Hands. It's the only real choice for me. It's got the 350% damage to demons to help take down the archers really quick. The attack speed bonus synergizes well with jab, and 50% fire resist is just a nice bonus. As for rings, I was lucky enough to find a Stone of Jordan. It gives me plus to my skills for damage and mana. If you can get one, I'd look into, if you can't get one, I'd look into something with mana and life leech and resists. My other ring is the Bolcathos Wedding Band. It adds to skills for damage, also gives life leech and health. But use what you can find. For the belt, I personally like the Fill of Thunder Gods with the bonus to Lightning Fury, health, strength, and a lightning absorb. The other options being Razor Tail, I can see this easily getting you 100% pierce rate, and I can understand why it'd be superior choice damage wise. I currently run with 65% pierce from my plus skills and 2 grand charms, and it feels fine to me, but you can always put some hard points in pierce as well. Once again, all preference. I've thought about trying the Nosferatu coil belt for the attack speed, life leech, and slowing on hit to make it harder for the archers to get away. As for my Merc, I use the Act 2 Nightmare Offensive Merc with the Might Aura to help out with jab damage. Some notable finds in my last couple days that I've started using this character more often. A couple mid-level uniques, and I would say my best is a Wind Force, my first time, so I have that for another build option. Well guys, I think this wraps up my build. If you have a pit runner build you enjoy, just go ahead and tell me in the comments. And thanks for watching, and good luck in your magic finding.